welcome back to Time to Go. Bob here, and today we are going to be taking a look at a watch from a company that specializes in dive watches, and pretty affordable dive watches for that matter. The watch we are looking at today is the Master 1000 by Deep Blue. I've had this watch for a couple months now. It was actually given to me as a Christmas gift, so I've had lots of time to wear it, enjoy it. So let's spin the camera around. We'll take a closer look at the Master 1000. All right, so the watch came in a pretty nice little travel case as well as this outer box. It also came with a couple of extras. I ended up getting, along with the watch, a deep blue precision diver wipe cloth, as well as this kind of cool little keychain that has a deep blue, again, precision diver, removed before diving, and it also came with just some paperwork, some instructions, and warranty information. So I ended up opting for, I guess you could call it the Batman version of the Master 1000 with the blue and black bezel on silicone. But if you go on their site, there is a ton of versions with lots of color combinations and strap options. They have a bracelet, there's two mesh straps, two nylon straps, and the silicone strap that I have here. I can't speak for the quality of the rest, but the silicone is excellent with a couple of really neat features. First of all, the strap is fitted perfectly between the lugs and against the case. It is signed with the deep blue logo here as well as over here, and the material is nice, really soft and pliable, but not a dust magnet like some of the softer silicone straps I've had. The hardware is solid. You'll see here it is signed with deep blue, and the coolest thing is how the strap is held solidly in place by the keepers. So when you're putting the watch on, you're going to see here there's a couple of notches on either side of the strap down by the buckle. The first keeper will slide in between those two notches. On the other end of the strap, we have this ridge which holds the second keeper in place. So the watch is very secure on wrist and just overall a very well thought out design. The watch itself is a pretty beefy one, comes in at a case width of 46 millimeters. Lug to lug is 52 millimeters. We have a 22 millimeter lug opening and a thickness of 15 millimeters, so it's a chunky one for sure. The water resistance is 300 meters. The crystal is AR coated sapphire, and the watch houses the Seiko NH35 movement. The dial is a semi-gloss black dial. There's a lot of print work here, although it doesn't seem too busy to my eye. I guess bigger watch, bigger dial, there's a little more real estate for print work than a lot of watches. I'm always a fan of the date window at 3, especially with that rectangular hour marker at 9. It just gives it a nice symmetrical look. Not sure how this looks on camera, but the hour markers are nice and thick and stand pretty tall off the dial. The hands are designed with the diver in mind, with the hour and second hand, which are coated with the hour hand being black and the second hand being painted blue. Kind of mutes them versus the minute hand, which is a polished stainless steel. When you're using your dive bezel, it's all about surpassed minutes, so it might look a little off with the smaller hour hand, but I can appreciate where their head was at with choosing this handset and having that bigger, bolder minute hand. So let's hit the lights and take a look at the lume here for a second. So we've got some really nice lume here. You'll notice the pip on the bezel is a blue tone. It's not really showing up on the camera here, but the hands are also a bluer tone versus that green tone of the hour markers. Really happy with the lume, nice and bright, stays visible for a long time. The bezel is a 120 click unidirectional bezel with a blue and black aluminum insert. Very easy to grip and turn with that coin edge, as well as with the fact that the bezel sticks out just beyond the edge of the case. There is a little bit of play with the bezel, not bad, and the alignment on this bezel is pretty well perfect. The case is brushed very finely, giving it almost a satinized finish. Lugs have a nice curve down to the wrist. The helium escape valve has a sunburst style finish that looks great, and the crown on the opposite side of the watch has that deep blue logo etched here. Nice size, very easy to operate, very easy to grip. Very smooth winding action. The crown guards you'll see here are very well done too, adding to that curviness of the case. For a big tooly watch, it's somewhat softened by all the rounded surfaces, and I think it really looks great, has a unique look. The case back you'll see here is very deeply engraved. We have deep blue Master 1000, the little scuba diver, and the watch is also numbered 904 of 5000. So let me pop it on wrist here for a second for you guys. All right, guys, so even though this is a little on the larger side, it is quite comfy on wrist. These are going for, I believe, $300. If you sign up for their email list, though, I think twice since I've signed up, they've had huge site-wide sales for, I believe, 40% off. I think right now this model is actually on for $250. Definitely another great value diver, great option for you guys. And the company, even if you're not into the Master 1000, they just have a lot of great offerings at great prices. So that's going to be it, guys. Let's take this back to the desk and wrap up today's video. All right, guys, so thanks so much for stopping by the channel. Hope you enjoyed our look at the Deep Blue Master 1000. Awesome, awesome watch for the price. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I have some really cool content coming up. We have a watch coming in from a German watchmaker. We also are going to be taking a look at what I think is probably the coolest watch with a space exploration connection. Something a little bit different that's going to be coming up very soon as well. I also actually have the G-Shock Mudman that I've had for a few weeks now. I'm going to be doing a review of. Lots of cool stuff. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.